Hey everyone. So, today I'm trying to decide, or I guess I've been trying to decide this for a while, but today I've been thinking about it, mainly because, I have an exam on Tuesday, and, well, maybe I'm just procrastinating or something, but basically, I really kind of wanna, cut off my dreads. And, yeah, I've had them for 3 years now, and they've got pretty long since I started them. They were about chin length at the beginning, but obviously it takes ages to grow dreads. And yeah, I've been really kind of happy with them up to this point, but there's just a lot of ways in which I don't know, they do annoy me. Or I don't know. Things that I would guess I would do differently if I started dreading my hair again, or I don't know, I'm just not as fascinated with them as I used to be, and yeah, I just kind of what I want to go for. And this may sound a bit crazy, but I have this new kind of personal style idea, which is gonna be basically mullets and tracksuits. I basically want a mullet, or a Chelsea cut, but everyone just said, oh, a Chelsea cut is just a fancy way for saying mullet, so yeah, I basically want to have a mullet, but I'm gonna keep it all sort of long down here, all around the bottom there, and then just shave this entire top part and keep my fringe, keep all that. So basically, I'd have to cut pretty much all of those dreads off, and I'd be left with this, although I'd obviously neaten up my fringe and stuff. I think that's pretty awesome. I'm just gonna do that, I think. I think. But yeah. And yeah, I wrote some pros and cons, which I wanted to discuss, because dreads are actually kind of an interesting topic anyway, that I think about sometimes, because well, you'd think it's just a hairstyle in the end. It's just hair. It's nothing really deep philosophical about it. But, obviously, I don't know. There's a lot of discussion about different issues surrounding dreads, or, yeah, I don't know. It's a hairstyle with, history, with certain sort of meanings, and, it's, symbolic in a way. So, yeah, I was just gonna discuss some of those things, too. So, yeah, okay, so here are the arguments for keeping my dreads. Let's start with those. First one I wrote down is they are damn cool. But yeah, dreadlocks are cool, Second one I wrote down is they're really good dreads. I made these without a crochet hook, without a felting needle, just by the neglect method, twist and rip. And yeah, I didn't do anything to them. They're all my natural hair, and yeah, I'm kind of proud of that, and I really like, how they turned out. They're really good shape and everything, but I guess there's things that, I don't like about them, which, we can talk about later, but I don't know if I've written all of them down, but, I don't know, I would have liked all the ends to remain tapered like this with some hair, but they've all broken off mostly, and kind of become blunt. Wait, let me see. Whenever I want to show this to someone, I can't actually find any blunt dreads. It's really odd. And most of the time, well, kind of like this. I don't know, they're just, all the hair at the end kind of breaks off. Yeah, I really can't find any good examples. Well, I don't know, it just goes all weird, and then they don't dry very well. And then, yeah, it'll take at least 5 years to grow them back. About 2 years of just growing straight hair, 3 years of dreading them, growing them as dreads. And they'll look sick when they're longer. They would look really cool if they were down to here or even longer, but then I'm how much hair does a person need, That's just, it seems like such a weight, seems like so much, and I don't know, it's just, I don't know. And then I've written, one day I'll be the long dread octopus queen. But basically those really cool people, I don't know, Damian Marley has really long dreads, for example. Just those really cool people who have dreads down to the floor and they're all fat and matted together and messy and awesome. That is pretty cool, you know, and you can only do that if, you know, you're gonna, you know, spend some time growing your dreads. But then again, I always think, like, I could always just cut my dreads off and reattach them later. I don't think that's really cheating because it's still your hair in the end. But maybe it is cheating. I don't know. See, that's why I'm making this video. Next bullet point is Rastafari. But I don't know. This is a whole nother, what do you call it? Can of worms. That whole discussion. Like, I don't know. Are dreadlocks racist in the sense that, like, white people have no, like, business having them because they're like a sort of spiritual black power symbol? But then, you know, I guess, and I mean, white people have sort of reduced that to a trend. It's an appropriation of sorts. It's like a sign of sort of entitlement, privilege, like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna grow my hair like this just because it's cool, not because, you know, I have any whatever thing behind it. I don't know. I don't know, that whole discussion if dreadlocks are racist, like, I don't know, I think it's an interesting discussion to have, because, you know, I care a lot about sort of, telling people that it's not nice, for example, to wear, like, Native American stuff, or, you know, like, throw, like, parties, like, where they're, like, I don't know, cowboys and Indians or whatever, and, like, to point out how that's insensitive and hurtful, but then the question is it actually the same with dreadlocks, you know? Like, I used to always say, well, it isn't, because, you know, it's not like you're wearing something, it's your hair. You know, do you wear your hair, or is it you? You're not just wearing something and mocking it, you're actually, you know, becoming it. So, my boyfriend said earlier, like, isn't it a way of, like, sort of, subverting, like, white ideals of beauty? Well, I think, how, as a white person, can you ever subvert white ideals of beauty? And it's not really up to me to decide whether anything's racist, you know? So, you know, I want to listen to the people who, well, I don't know, I guess in this case specifically black people, not just generally people of color, but yeah, I like to listen to, you know, people who are, like, maybe rightly offended, or not offended, but just, like, annoyed by white people with dreadlocks. I don't know, but this is the thing, you know, I never, you know, said that it means anything, or it's anything. To me, it's just matted hair. I think it's, like, quite natural and whatever, but then again, I dye my hair, so that's not natural at all. So, in the end, isn't it just fashion? Isn't it just trying to look cool? You know, sort of using someone else's, like, empowerment symbol. I don't know. See, I don't know if I don't know. But definitely what's certainly true is it's really hard for me to have, like, debates with people about cultural appropriations, and people are just like, you have dreadlocks, you can't say anything. But, you know, then again, maybe if I didn't have dreadlocks, I would just find something else to say, and besides, I'll still have dreadlocks at the bottom when I shave most of them. But yeah, I mean, and then as to, like, I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know the whole, well, yeah. And then I've, yeah, those are all my arguments for keeping my dreads. I really don't have a whole lot. I have so many arguments to get rid of them. Like, I don't like them at the moment. Some of them are in bad condition, which, like, they're all different colors. Well, they actually look okay at the moment. Some of them have lint in them. If you look up close, like, the bottom of them, I don't know, there's just all this, like, weird lint and split ends, and it's just because I've bleached them and dyed them over and over, and I wouldn't do that if I had dreads the second time around, because every time you bleach them, they do just kind of shrink and get more broken and everything, you know, so they're not in the best condition anymore, to be fair. Then, maybe they're racist, it said here. maybe they're racist. I don't know. Are they? Please. I was thinking, like, yeah, that's why I want to make a YouTube video, because, like, I really don't really have anyone to ask this kind of thing here. Everyone just thinks I'm being ridiculous if I'm being like, is my hair racist? Like, I do think, like, hair can't really be racist, you know, a hairstyle, but maybe I'm wrong, you know? Then, they're too heavy. Like, at this point, my hair must weigh so much. I just feel like I'd feel really light and free if I had, like, short hair again. Too warm, like, I don't know how I'm gonna go through summer. I always get really sweaty. I can't really do exercise or anything for too long, because, like, I'm always just constantly moving my hair, trying to get, like, air to my head. And then, yeah, again, the way of everything, they're constantly in my food, or just, like, even if I have them up in a bun, like, they just come, like, sometimes they fall down, like, whack me in the face, and, you know, they just get in the way. And they make my head look really huge, and I have a really big head anyway, and I used to get bullied for that at school. And maybe these dreads just make my head look even bigger. And then they're kind of a lot of work to, like, wash. Well, not really a lot of work, but, you know, it would be a lot easier if I had short hair. And then, of course, they take, like up to, like, 3 days to wash, which is, like, awful as well. I hate that, and I'm getting in a really bad mood when my hair is damp for days and days. Yeah. And then I can't wear hats, and I can't really wear hoods, and I really like wearing hoods. Well, I can, but, you know, it's not really, you know, if I ever wanted to hide my identity, it would be pretty much, I don't know, it just looks a bit, it's okay though, see? These are the moments when I'm like, actually, I like my dreads. Maybe I should keep them. Like, it's really hard for me. I'm really indecisive. I always move from one thing to the next. I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely get rid of them. No, I'll definitely keep them. And I'm like, Then also I want a new, fresh style. And, yeah, I don't want to be another white girl with blonde dreads. And I don't know what other color to dye them. And I don't want to be called a hippie by anyone anymore. I'm really sick of that. But then I think, like, people will still call me a hippie for other things I do, if not dreadlocks. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking, so I don't know if, you know, how people are gonna react, but I, you know, just, like, I think this whole mullet hairstyle is a good idea for summer, you know, and I might be traveling, and I might be moving somewhere, I don't want to be, it's like, another, like, white tourist with dreadlocks. I don't know, dreadlocks are just trend, aren't they? You know, mullets, are they trend? I guess. But I don't really want a mullet. I want, like, a dread mullet Chelsea cut. It'll be something totally different that nobody has. And, yeah. Or maybe, I mean, maybe my entitlement and privilege is really being shown in the fact that I'm making a really, like, distressed video about what I should do to my hair next. Yeah, that's probably the most pathetic part. Maybe I should just cut it off and just stop whining and stop being ridiculous. But, yeah. Do you have the charger? Yeah. Oh, just was not gonna work that this goes without someone interrupting me. But anyway, I'm done anyway. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's just a good debate to have. Are dreadlocks racist? Can hair be racist? And generally, cultural appropriations. No. That's privilege. Okay, I should stop trying to sum everything up into, like, little catchphrases. But yeah, I mean, if I cut my hair, then I'll put it on YouTube. Otherwise, see you guys soon.